Welcome, everyone. My name is Kai, and I love to explore life through solo travel, camping, and hiking, and overall well being. This channel is a way for me to document my explorations and share pieces of it with you. I travel by plane, train, ship, or automobile, and I started this journey in a very small vehicle until it broke down in the state of Alabama. But now I travel in my Jeep Cherokee, and I would love for you to subscribe and become an explorer with me. Woo! I haven't put on a mask in a very long time. But if I'm going to visit a clinic, I ain't taking no chances. One thing I do like about my visits at the VA hospital is their food and their canteen be popping. The baked beans. They do so good with their food. And then, of course, I got mixed vegetables. Broccoli, cauliflower, and carrots. I was going to go camping today because the weather is really nice. I mean, it's cloudy, but it's still, nice out. But going to the VA for all of my appointments, it is so freaking time consuming. I got there at 10 o'clock a.m. and I had to get blood work, x-rays, and all of that type of stuff. And it is 3:07 p.m. now. For those who are new to my channel, welcome. My name is Kai, and I travel part-time in this 2015 Jeep Grand Cherokee Laredo. And I like to do car camping, hiking, solo travel, and many other explorations. I wasn't really sure if I was wanting to share this little piece of information on my YouTube channel, but I think that it's important because there may be other people who are wanting to do a lot of camping, especially overnight car camping, and there may be some limitations to their ability to be able to car camp. So I'm gonna share why I have been kind of hesitant on sharing this information, and partly because I was embarrassed to be able to show it. And please, if you hear me say I was embarrassed, please don't be embarrassed because the way that I feel is how I feel, and nothing that anybody's going to say is going to change the way that I perceive this information that I'm about to share with you. So I know what I need to do to overcome the feeling that I have, but it's still a feeling that I have. I'm so thankful that gas is only $2.87. I hate when they make you come inside for the receipt instead of the receipt printing out at the pump like it's supposed to do. Now I gotta get out of my car just for a receipt. Wasting my time. 2503. I normally never really do anything when it's raining outside because one, people don't know how to act right when the streets are wet, and two, I just feel so icky when I'm outdoors and it's raining and misty. That misty rain, something about that misty rain is just freaking annoying. I'd rather it just pour down and I can feel where the rain is coming from. But misty rain, it's like it's just coming from everywhere and you can't really protect yourself. There are several reasons why I have to spend my adventures in a camping site that has electricity and water. Some people have to stay at campsites that provide electricity and water. I can't always rely on the one battery that I have, the power bank that I have, because I need power for other things. So there are lots of times where I won't do any cooking at all because I don't want it to use up my battery's power. So I will bring food with me on camping trips that is already prepared or that I've cooked at home and I can readily eat or make it home. Maybe it might just be a sandwich that doesn't really require any cooking, or it is a prepared meal and I can use my auto to just warm the food up. But today, I didn't want to use up all of my power on cooking, so I stopped and got me something to eat. And so this is shrimp, fish, and onion rings. And I was really, really hungry right now. So I got this from Publix, their deli, and their food is usually pretty good. And when I want a whole meal, I get whatever they have available. I would like to have had some cocktail sauce for my shrimp, but didn't have any when I went to look for it. But they really don't need it. A reason that I choose not to do a lot of driving is not exactly what I've been saying it was, but the majority of the time I try to go somewhere that is close by if I'm using my vehicle, close by and easy access for my family to get to me if they needed to. I shared a story that one time when I was driving from one state to another state, I had a stroke while driving. So because of that reason, I don't like to travel too far or to be on the road for too long of a period of time and too far away from my family, basically. Because I have sleep apnea, I have to sleep with a CPAP machine. And the stroke may have happened before as a result of not wanting to wear the CPAP machine, because the one that I had before was very uncomfortable. I like the fact that this one is just right under my nose, but the one that I had before was just drying my nose out. It was just terrible. So I wasn't sleeping with it as much. And maybe you don't, but if you have sleep apnea, you have a tendency to stop breathing in the middle of the night. And so my CPAP is on all night long and is forcing air in case I stop breathing. So for that reason, I will always choose to sleep somewhere where electricity is readily available to me, as well as people on site that will be able to, respond to an emergency if I were to ever have one. Power banks are very expensive, and if you have the opportunity to save up enough money to get a big enough power bank to handle everything that you're going to be utilizing, if you are like at a place where there was no electricity or water or anything like that, then you would definitely want to get a power bank that could handle that. And I don't know what that would look like for many people, but for me, I can't afford that at this time. And I don't currently camp enough in places where there is no electricity that would warrant me actually spending the money right now for a high wattage power bank. But if I did, I would definitely want to get one that was at least 1,500 watts, because for the amount of time that I would spend the night at a campsite, that would be sufficient enough for me to use my CPAP machine, cook, as well as use it for heating elements if I needed it in cold weather. I always look to see what's left of the Bluetti at the time that I plug it up. And for demonstration purposes, I'm at 56% because I used it to cook a lot of things earlier. And so that's all I have left. And if I wasn't at a campsite with electricity, then this would be a problem for me, because I don't know at times if this is good enough. So I'm going to plug this up. So right now it's only pulling 7 watts right now. Is trickling between 7 and 8. And it's telling me that it will be 14.5 hours before it runs out, which is really good because it doesn't pull a whole lot when I am actually getting ready to get ready for bed. Now, I want to show you what that will look like when I actually put it on, and then let you see how much it pulls once I put the CPAP on. So when it's just in sitting mode, that's why I would not plug this up until I'm actually ready to use it. When it's in sitting mode, it's still pulling. And so once I turn this on for the night, it starts pulling a little bit more, but it still is not to the point where it is going to drain the battery really fast. But you can see that it's cycling between 11, I think that's what is the highest is going up to. So already with the mask on, that's why I sound funny. It is pulling 50, it's at 55%, still showing 14.3 hours. and it's showing steady at 7. So I'm sharing these things not because I am saying to you that I'm so scared to do things or whatever. I just do things that make sense. And I want to be able to enjoy myself and not be concerned with power. And for that reason, I will only camp at places where they have available power to me. I don't really see a purpose of staying at dispersed areas or BLM land where there is no power or nothing, because I never know what might go wrong in those places. So I want to be somewhere where people know that I'm there and people can respond to anything that happens while I'm there. If you are someone that wants to car camp, or you're interested in doing part-time van life or anything like that, and you have certain ailments that will be can be an issue for you if you were at some place where no one was around, then maybe it is important for you to pick places that can support all of your needs, all of your medical and health needs. So here are the things, just summarizing all of this up a little bit, that people who have certain conditions may want to consider with their car camping experience. And one, find a place that has electricity, find a place that has water, find a place that has facilities like bathrooms, find a place that has somebody on the property in case there is an issue, and bring with you the things that you would always have at home. And maybe it's important to bring extra stuff, not overly excessive, but extra stuff that will support your needs while you're there. Plan for the unexpected. I definitely try to avoid going anywhere where there is no Wi-Fi or no signal for my phone. Well, I hope you found this helpful. And if you did, leave me a comment. I would love to know your thoughts about it. And I hope that you will decide to come back and like the video, subscribe, and engage with me in the comments. That's always a big pleasure for me. I'm so appreciative for all of those who have already subscribed to my channel and those who will subscribe in the future. I love having you here, and I love creating a community of people with like minds and who also like to explore. In the meantime, everyone, good mental health, good spiritual health, and as always, good physical health. Y'all take great care.